Okay, wait. Swordless disabled or no?
Isn't it disabled? It didn't work, did it? Oh, fuck.
Really?
Wait.
I heard it say AO. Wait, your cat is in the background. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. I put him in the window.
Oh my gosh. I love. Okay. So we're on air. Let me read my little spiel here. All right. Hi. My name is Krista, aka Midnight, aka Neon, aka that bitch. And this is Midnight Vibe Radio, a totally live stream podcast all about mental health, navigating the world, and those things that keep you up at night. Quick disclaimer, I am not a mental health professional. I have no clue what I'm doing, and this is not a substitute for professional mental health care. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, I am joined by the lovely Ash, aka thekidintown. So Ash, let's hear all about your beautiful self.
I am muted, but that is okay. Anyways, hi friends. My name is Ash, or the kid in town, as Neon introduced me. I go by she, her pronouns. I stream on Twitch. I don't know if you guys know, but it's this new thing. You just sit in front of a camera, you play games, and you talk to people. Stunning, innovative. But
Quite
anyways, no,
revolutionary.
oh yeah, absolutely innovative. Or revolutionary, that's what you said.
Both.
Anyways, yeah. But I also just recently graduated from an environmental program. And so in my spare time, I mostly just look at trees and go outside.
Can confirm. And she streams about it too.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That was gonna be one thing that I was gonna say, was that in my streams, like, you'll definitely walk away with some knowledge. One of my viewers, he said, make like a tree and leave the stream with some knowledge.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's absolutely stunning.
Oh my gosh, Kit, hi. I can't wait to see this episode, except I have a meeting basically right now. You know, that's one thing I forgot to do, is put the chat on screen. So that would have been smart. You know, next time. Next time.
Yeah.
The first episode, I didn't really engage with the chat that much, but I felt bad about it, so I guess I'm gonna, I don't know how we're gonna handle it. Anyway, okay. So, wait, what trees / plants were you talking about yesterday in your stream? I came in and I was like immediately like a history lesson on trees.
So yesterday we talked about the white ash and we talked about butternut.
Butternut?
Yeah, butternut. They're both like native to Canada and they're amazingly beautiful. Going extinct too, by the way.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah, of course they are.
Gotta love people ruining everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was like, okay, so first question. I want to know about your career field and why you picked it.
Okay, so I kind of briefly explained what my program was about, but so yeah, environmental management, and I have a major in wildlife conservation, and then I have a minor in botany. So a lot of it is research-based, like we try and, I'm sorry, I'm looking down way too much. I'm used to just...
No, it's fine. It's totally low pressure. It's like whatever. That's not even... I'm not even famous. No, for sure. Who cares?
You're not even famous. Excuse me. Who are you?
Exactly.
Yeah. But anyways, so it deals with a lot of stuff, like wildlife. So like we deal with a lot of laws and stuff like that, trying to conserve or try to save the wildlife and protect them. And then we also do like climate change aspects to like look at all the greenhouse gases and stuff. And then there's so much more, but I really, at the end of the day, what I really want to do is I want to become an endangered species biologist and really focus on caribou. I have a huge passion for the woodland caribou. They're going extinct, by the way, if you guys didn't know.
Wait, what is caribou? What?
So caribou is like a, it's like a moose and a deer, and they're huge. And they're mostly found out west. I think you guys used to have caribou in the United States, but they got hunted.
Of course they did.
It was the same thing in New Brunswick as well.
I hate it here.
Me too. country roads, take me home, because I don't want to be here.
Your cat is so cute. Oh my god, I can't.
Oh my god. Hi, buddy. Yep, that's Maple. He's a 10-year-old. Absolute huge unit.
Maple's like, don't be nervous. I'm gonna steal the show. So just
Yeah,
say
I
whatever
know.
you need to say. Okay. So that's really exciting. Okay, so I didn't know. So you said you wanted to be an endangered species biologist. Is that okay?
Yes.
That's really
Yes.
cool. And then you also talked about like wanting to like, well, like another hat that you wear is, you know, endangered species laws and stuff. That's like,
Yes.
that's a lot of disciplines in one degree. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, it's a mix, and it was a struggle, and oh my god.
Ash just graduated, by the way. Like what, a couple months ago?
Yes, I graduated in April.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So at least you didn't graduate in 2020, like, you know, bright side, I guess. Mid-pandemic.
Oh my god, I could not even imagine.
I know. I feel
Those
really
poor
bad for the
that
people. No graduation ceremony.
literally could not even imagine. Like, but I think this year the 2021 graduates got to walk down with me because there was way too many people in that auditorium for me.
Really?
Yeah.
They tried to make up for it,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So how did you pick your major? Like, what factors did you consider doing that?
okay, so I'm gonna take you on a long road. I'm gonna take you on a long road. But what kind of happened was I went to university like way before, and I went and I was trying to do an English major, and if you guys don't know, I can't spell, I can't type, I can't do anything. So it wasn't for me. I did about 2.5 years, and then I was like, nope, I need to get out of this. And then so I kind of started to work at like an animal shelter, like the Humane Society, I think that's what it's called in the United States. And there was a lot of stuff that we were not allowed to pursue, in terms of like animal rights and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it was wild. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I remember that there was, of course, like trigger warning, friends, please protect yourself.
Yeah.
There was this one guy, and he came, or we found both of his dogs, and we took them in. One of them had like a heat spot or something. It's really bad for like dogs. And then the other one had like a chunk missing out of its ear and a bunch of scars on his face. So you could tell it was in a dog fight. And
oh my gosh.
yeah, it was. I know I'm kind of smiling, but like I just
we
it
smile
blows
through
my
it.
mind.
We have to smile.
Yeah,
through
like
it.
I can't even believe like that someone could harm an animal. And
I
it was
know.
absolutely wild.
Oh my god. It blows
But
my mind.
yeah, absolutely wild. But just to like keep the story short, of course, he ended up finding out we had his dogs, and he paid the fine, and he took his dogs back, and there was absolutely nothing we could do. Like, the dog's just gonna end up fighting and stuff. So, but anyways,
So
yeah, and then that's
that's interesting.
Go on.
Also, hi Lauren, welcome in. So you guys you couldn't pursue anything? Like, could you report it? But I mean, what does that even really do? You know?
So the thing is that he called us, and he saw on the website that we had his 2 dogs, and he's like, those are my 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, okay, like we gotta contact like the animal welfare of my province. And anyways, so they talked to him, and they said like, hi, your dogs were in visibly bad condition. You need to pay like for their medical bills, and you need to pay for this. And like, you technically couldn't prove that the dog was in a fighting ring by any means. Also, Lauren, thank you so much for that. That means a lot.
Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh wait, my chat is on the screen. Weird.
Oh, is it? I didn't even.
It's at the bottom. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Anyway.
But yeah. Oh, fuck! The delay. It's over here. Not. Anyways. But yeah, and so he just paid a fine, and he gets like probably like a yearly checkup or something for like the first year. I don't really exactly remember how domestic animal laws go, but anyways, because like where I worked, we were just like a county kind of thing, and then there was one above us, and so they got to make calls, and we just kind of followed along with it.
Okay, so
Okay.
with the career trajectory you picked, you can pursue action, or how does that work?
So unfortunately, this was such a long story, and I'm
Girl, it's a
terribly sorry.
podcast. It's a podcast. This is what it is.
I know.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm not used to having the attention. I'm used to.
You're literally a streamer. What are you talking about?
All right.
All eyes on you, baby.
All right. But anyways, with my degree, unfortunately, I can't really make calls on domestic animals. I can only make calls on bigger mammals and such. I mean, like at the end of the day, I could call the one that I used to work above and be like, "Hey guys, like there's a dog in a car. Fucking do something." Like, But I can't arrest them or anything of the sort. But
yeah. Okay. So I guess, what other factors did you consider when you picked your?
Oh. Yeah.
No, it's cool. That was part of it. That was part of the story.
Oh yeah. No. Like that's completely fair. So what other factors did I consider when picking a degree? Well, so I did want to do something that helped the animals. I couldn't handle any like medical things. I pass out blood. I don't like blood. I don't. Blech. Anyways, and I was like, I want to do something that like really makes like a difference. And so, like, I'm broke. Like, let's be real. I'm really poor. And so when like the World Wildlife Fund like puts stuff out being like, "Hi, help the koalas, pay $1 every month," I'm like, I can't do that. And I want to do stuff in like habitat restoration and like rebuild their habitat. Just try to like make a better difference instead of monetary value. I'd rather give my time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so inspiring. What? Okay.
Thank you.
So speaking of poverty, what were your... So we talked about like, okay, earlier before we got on stream, we talked about like how much money does your profession make, and like, so I think that kind of goes into like, what were your biggest financial obstacles as far as like paying for college? Because I mean, obviously it probably works different in Canada than it does in America. Like stuff like that, like monetary things you considered, stuff like that.
So I kind of, when it came to going to university, I wanted to stop doing retail. I wanted to stop cleaning up after people, and I was just like, I need to get the fuck out of here. So I applied, I did it, and I had no thoughts about anything financial.
I love that. Oh my god.
It's the most sporadic thing I've ever done in my life. So yeah, which was kind of a downfall at the same time, because where I was working, or where I am living, it is super expensive to live because it's a university town. There's 3 universities here. And I could not work while I was in school. Thank God, though, I have a super amazing boyfriend who fucking got his degree early on, has a super solid job. Like,
yes,
we
love a supportive partner. We love that.
Exactly. And fuck, oh, sorry. I don't know if we swear
it's okay.
Or anything. Okay, I was like,
girl, midnight vibe doesn't exactly imply child friendly.
Okay, good. But no, yeah, he supported me throughout this whole journey, and it's absolutely wild. But what I was gonna bring up, University Town. I remember when we moved into a new place, like right at the starting of university. Just to give you some context of what I'm talking about, we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment in a historical home, and it was $900, nothing included.
What?
Yeah, and it was absolutely garbage. So that's where a lot of the financial obstacles come from. Is
Lauren
fucking
said,
apartment.
"What? What? Literally."
$900, nothing included. A one bedroom.
So that doesn't
The
include like utilities or anything?
Nothing.
Wow.
You have to pay for heating, hot water, electricity, and internet and phones and stuff. So that's where a lot of this financial issues come from, is that. And then also, just to give some American friends some context as well, all of our vegetables, produce, and stuff, almost all of it gets shipped in from the States as well. So I literally shit my dick when I see cauliflower on for $5. Like, I'm like, give me that fucking white broccoli, I need it. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, you paid $1,500 for a 5-bedroom home in North Carolina? Oh my god. Okay, but what's in North Carolina though?
That's actually, I'm paying right now at this new apartment, $1,400 for a 2-bedroom, nothing included.
What's the difference? Isn't Canadian, isn't that like a little, Canadian dollars like just a little bit more inflated than US dollars? I don't know. Also, hi Cyber.
Yeah. Oh, welcome in, Cyber. Yes, so I'm gonna pull up the conversion real quick, CAD to USD. So $1 Canadian is 78 cents US.
Okay.
So let's say if my apartment is 1,400 in US dollars, it's $1,085.27.
Okay.
So
All right.
that doesn't seem like a lot when I put it in USD, but
no, it's still
when minimum wage is $13, it makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, is that like a federal? Wait, is that the right word even to talk about like Canada-wide law? Is there like a minimum, or is it by province?
Look at you go. Let's go.
Yay!
Yes, it is province-wide. Where I am, we have the lowest minimum wage. So, it goes 13, 14, 15. I think like up in the territories, it's like $16 or $18. It's absolutely. And so yeah, like us, and then there's a small little island. It's like $13, which is the lowest. It's absolutely wild.
Wow. The federal minimum wage in the United States is $7.25. Yeah. Hello, everybody coming in. We don't live, and we don't live.
Oh my god, in CAD that's $9.35. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I started working and
yeah.
I started working in 2013, and that, like, I was making more than that an hour. That's wild. I'm sorry for you guys.
That hurts me emotionally. Okay. We'll get back on track. Well, I'm pretending that Canada is my life right now, and I'm learning about yours. Okay. So, so you said like you didn't really think about like what you, like your career or whatever when you picked it, which I love that, because same. I was just like blindly, let's go into it. It's gonna work out. And it always does, I think, when you really put your passion into it. But so I guess, what are you doing now? Because you said you just graduated. What are you doing now to like look for a job? Or like what are the goals here?
So right now I am literally gasping at straws and I need a job. But I'm still kind of putting some like passion into it, and I'm putting my goals above everything else. Like I said, I've had some very terrible jobs before, and I don't want to go back into that type of thing. So for example, in the province I'm in, there is this oil and gas industry, and they are looking for environmental consultants. And so they want you to go in, survey the land before they cut it down, make sure that there's no raptors, any birds of prey, because there is like a law that says if you find a nest, you can't cut anything 15 meters around it. And so they want it, but I'm like, I don't want to help you, like, please, I don't want to. No. So I'm kind of putting, like, if I wouldn't be so passionate about stuff like that, then I'd probably have a job by now. But
right, it's so easy to find a job when you don't give a fuck about being a good person. Isn't that wild how that works?
Exactly. Yes.
I was trying to think like you could like work for them, but then just make it like really hard for them to do anything. I mean, you would get fired, but if you kept doing that and nobody caught on, you can make a difference.
True, that's
I'm
true.
just saying.
That's true.
But don't
There
listen to
was
me.
there.
I'm chronically
Well,
unemployed.
I will always listen to you, so don't
No.
worry.
Don't.
But anyways, you tell that story. But here, I have a story for you. Let me tell you this. So this company, they hired this guy to do the position that they're looking for, and he was so good at it. Like he had probably binocular for eyeballs. Like he could point them out. He'd be like, oh, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. And then, anyways, it ended up that they could only cut like 5% of the land. And anyways, they were like, you need to, shh, like, we're gonna fire you if you keep going. And anyways, because I think he ended up getting fired, but just you bringing that up, I was like, there he is. There's that man.
I feel like that's a great thing to get fired for.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess. Sorry, I was just thinking about like the implications of if they hired someone that could be paid financially under the table to do like their bad deeds. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's totally
But
not happening at all right now as
no,
we
like
speak. That would never.
oh,
No, but I
yeah.
mean, you're totally right. Sorry, I misuse sarcasm a lot. The point I'm making is like,
Oh no,
you're
no.
right. Like, you're absolutely right, and it's probably happening. And it's like,
Yeah.
how do we fix that, you know?
Literally.
Revolution, burning down everything. I'm not condoning violence.
Eat the rich.
Yay!
Eat the rich.
I'm always worried, like, okay, can I say these like radical things on the internet? Like, is somebody gonna come after me? But I don't think anyone in America, I'm not like that much of a threat yet, you know? Like, if I ever get like a good following and I'm just like, hey, let's overthrow the government, then there might be an issue. So anyway,
Maybe.
enough about me. Okay, so that's really interesting. You have like a lot of limitations, right? Where like finding a job where you feel like you're actually gonna do some good.
There is like a lot of non-profit organizations in this province, but that like want to preserve like the land. I'll give you another brief quick history lesson, but most of my province is a forest. There's like there's forest everywhere, and this big company actually owns over 80% of the land, and then the other 20%, I think like 10% is owned by the provincial government, and then 10% is owned by private woodlots. So this nonprofit is trying to buy up the land so that they can preserve it as like an old growth forest.
Yeah.
And anyways, like that would be something I'd want to do, but there's such like a high demand. Like I think it like they take priority in my program, but they look for experience over anything else. And so
yeah.
they had a job posting this morning. I was looking at it, and they want 20 years of experience in environmental consultant, and I'm like,
20 years?
Boo, like what?
You should apply anyway. I think if white men can have the audacity to do half the things that they do, you can apply for a job with 0 years of experience that says 20. I think you should just do it.
All right. Maybe
What's the worst they could say?
No.
All right.
Hurt my ego.
Yeah. No, that's one thing that I probably didn't allow myself to like get used to, like employment rejection, because I just went to grad school, you know? But I feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's like you're going to get rejected a lot. But it's like a good thing, because like you don't want to work for those companies that would reject a gem like you. Years of experience is entirely negotiable. Do it. Okay, Kit. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Kit coming in.
I know. Kit has a lot of wisdom. I love Kit.
MVP,
we love you, Kit.
MVP.
And I'm glad you're here.
Honestly, I'm glad everyone's here. I was honestly so surprised that this topic was pretty boring, so I was like,
dude,
if
no.
one person shows up.
I think it's really interesting because it's so relatable. Like, no matter where you are, like navigating higher education and the job market today is a shit show. right? And so if we can
It's
talk to
true.
somebody like you that like actually wants to do really amazing things, like preserve the environment because you know global warming is killing literally everything.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wait,
Selenite.
you're Selenite. Hi,
Selenite.
women.
Selenite! My mod, I love you! Thank you for
Oh,
being here!
welcome. Okay, so they say women are less likely to apply for jobs that they don't 100% qualify for than men. If you match 40% of the requirements, apply. That's beautiful. You know what?
Selenite,
And no, go ahead. Sorry.
I. Oh no, I was just gonna say Selenite has a. Selenite actually is graduating this weekend. No, not this weekend. Next weekend with a master's in social work. So they completely know all
Congrats.
this stuff. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I will
I
say
know,
this
right?
it is imposter syndrome, which is like believing you can't do something despite having the qualifications and experience for anyone that doesn't know. Imposter syndrome is twice as prevalent in high achieving women than it is men. Like women just tend to suffer more from imposter syndrome. I think maybe because we just probably like reflect a little bit more. I don't know. Not me being sexist. Anyway, okay, wait. I was to a college
Oh my
student
god.
and I'm still poor.
Stop! Stop!
Okay. That's really interesting though. All right. So with this newfound information, if you could shoot your shot at a job that you think you wouldn't get, what would it be? It is. It's too real.
It is, it is. Even I struggle from it from time to time, especially in the streaming world. I know we're not talking about that today, but like
We can talk about
it's
anything
true.
you want, babes.
Oh my god.
The floor is yours, my dear.
Okay, okay. Sorry, what was the first question? I completely forgot. You threw me off when you said babe.
I know. I was like,
oh.
not me using words of affirmation on you right now. Okay. So knowing so like the statistic about like, oh, women don't really apply for jobs that they don't 100% match. So thinking about that in perspective, what's something that you would apply for now that you know,
I
like
would just say fuck it, and I would work for Sarah. I don't know if you guys know what Sarah is. It's a
nope.
Canadian act. It's
I was
the
like, who is
species.
Sarah?
Oh. Oh, you know, Sarah from down the road there.
Yeah, that's the Canadian. Oh my god, Lauren, thank you for the bits. Wonderful, thank you.
Lauren! Let's go. But anyways, Sarah is Species at Risk Act. It's it kind of works. It's like an endangered species thing, but you make like the final calls. Like there is research scientists who go out, they observe the population, they do a bunch of stuff, and then they report to you, and you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, so I see in, just for example, I'm just gonna throw some numbers out there for easy peasiness, but it's like 100 caribou in 2019, and then it's like, okay, 2021, no, 2022, we're 2022.
I lose
80,
the year
and it's
as
like,
well.
and then yeah, so like the numbers drop by like 20% or whatever, and so it's like, okay, these have to be put on Sarah, like the Species at Risk Act, we need to get some funding, we need to do this. Like I would love at the end of the day to make like the final calls on like species that need it the most.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna fill in your application today after the podcast? You're gonna put it in?
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I think they want someone with a lot more experience to be making calls. I know Kit said that it's negotiable, but I feel like I'd make a bad call because I am very passionate. And
but that's like, we need people that are passionate to make the good calls. Like those are the people that are gonna make the good calls, you know? You gotta give yourself more credit. Okay, Lauren says, I was a data analyst for a big corporation. Ooh, paid well, but then COVID hit and so did the depression. Mood.
yeah, fair, true.
Oh my gosh. I was like, of course, to make this about me, even though it's not.
Oh my god, no.
I'm trying to like
means.
I know one thing I've learned is that some like neurotypical people, whenever you bring in an experience about yourself into a conversation, they think that you're being like selfish and making the conversation about you. But really, I just have ADHD, and like that's how I relate to people. So if I'm like saying, hey, oh, this thing that happened to me, like I'm just like that's my way of communicating, but other people like get offended. So now I'm like overcompensating and not even saying the thing that I was gonna say.
But by all means, I will tell you. I'm gonna cut you off here. If you ever do this to me, it is a-okay, because
Okay.
I get awkward talking about stuff like this, and if someone says like, "Hey, like XYZ happened to me too," I'd be like, "Okay, thank God I'm not alone." Like,
Yeah.
I'm completely fine with it. I know it's not a pissing contest, and I know you're not trying to turn it
Yeah,
into yourself. Like,
okay. Cool.
I completely understand.
I forget what it's like talking to people that aren't like really shitty. Like you're like a good person and like understanding and kind, so you won't take anything the wrong way. Listen, I went to law school.
Thank you.
That is not a good place, okay? The
Oh
people
fuck, I can
at
only
law
imagine.
school are not nice. Anyway.
So wait, are you saying that you're not nice? Because I'll go over there and I'll beat you up.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe that's why I couldn't cut it, right? Because I'm a good person. Or I don't know, or maybe I'm secretly a mean girl. I don't know. So
all right.
More than one thing can be true, I suppose. I'm battling my inner mean girl and my nice girl at the same time, I guess. Where was I even going with this?
You were talking about oh fuck. What the fuck?
Oh, COVID hit, and so the depression. Okay.
Yes.
So I had like a really good job working for NASA as a technical writer, like with my degree. And I quit that job to study for the LSAT full time during the pandemic. Mistake. Anyway. That was my relating experience, and then I went on this whole tangent. Okay.
Oh, do not worry at all.
Okay, so yeah, you really need to like apply for some jobs that you might not be necessarily qualified for, Ash. I really think
that's true. But I'm gonna give you a little secret. I am fucking petrified to drive vehicles.
Okay.
Which kind of leads into why I have not really found a job in my field. Because you need to be able to drive a truck in the woods and be able, even if you're in a group of 4, let's say, and let's say something traumatic happens and 3 people die and you're the last one, you need to, obviously you would need to try and get them out somehow. And I don't know, so people just kind of look at whenever I'm like, hey, yeah, it's like, you'd be perfect for this job. Do you have your driver's license? No. Sorry, next time, kid. And it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
But I completely understand like where they're coming from because of like the situation that I just kind of explained to you, but at the same time I'm like, please.
just can I just have a driver? Like you need accommodation. Are there any so here we have Americans with Disabilities Act saying that like employers have to make reasonable accommodations for people with disabilities, and like anxiety and depression are considered disabilities. Is there anything like that in Canada?
So I am not going to lie to you. I have not looked into any of that stuff.
Yeah.
We're kind of like bouncing back and forth between topics here, and
no, it's great. I love it.
I hope everyone's okay with it as well. But I grew up in a household where my mother had a mental disability, and everybody kind of in my family just tried to push it under the rug. And so they made me like think that it wasn't okay to have anything, so I never looked into it. I just tried to like act normal, even though like I had chronic panic attacks, I had a bunch of stuff, and I never looked. I was like, I am normal, like it is fine. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that like if you have a mental disability or illness or anything that you are not normal by any means, but I'm just reflecting what my grandmother, my father, and all this stuff was telling me, and so I would just be like, I'm fine. So,
imagine somebody in our age group having repressed mental stuff because of the way we were raised. Can you believe that? Oh my god.
Wow, this is the first. Holy.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that you ended up on my podcast about mental health? Isn't that so wild?
I know, right? Like, wow.
Just blows my mind. Also, okay, so Lauren has issues with driving too. Couldn't be me, right? Exactly. Like a lot of people do. But so I'm gonna politely nudge you to perhaps
please do.
look into protections that, you know, you might have, like legal protections. As far as like, literally, it's so, well, in America, it's so easy to go see like a psychologist or psychiatrist. They give you this piece of paper. It's like a questionnaire for depression and anxiety. If you check a certain amount, if the number adds up the most, they're like, oh, you're depressed, you're anxious. That's covered under like insurance. So you can like bill insurance for like treatment for that. And then it's also considered a disability under the ADA. So like, because of that, if you have a paper trail, if any employer discriminates, right, then it's against the law and you can sue them.
Damn, I just got lawyered. Like,
yeah. I know I need to go back to law school.
Yeah, why?
Eventually I will.
Yeah.
It's really hard being mentally ill and going to law school. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. I couldn't even imagine what you went through. I went once to the law library once just because I needed peace and quiet. I didn't want to see anyone in the science library, and everybody looked so fucking sad. Like everyone was like on the table. Some of them looked hung over trying to like study for. And I was like, I need to go. I'm gonna go to the arts library. Like, please.
Law students are not okay. Lawyers are not okay. They are not okay.
Please check on your law students.
Yeah.
Law friends, students. If you take away anything from this podcast, check on your friends. Like,
yeah, check on your friends in the legal field. They are not okay.
Yeah, they are not okay.
That's really funny though that you say that. You know, lawyers have the highest percentage of alcoholics in any profession.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's
fun fact.
Wild.
Right?
Well, good thing you dodged that bullet.
I know, right? And here I am just like complaining about it on the internet and stuff.
Oh, do not worry about it.
Your grandma was a family lawyer. She's very scary. I have a lot of... She was a non-Anna teacher. Oh my god.
Wow.
Not the woman of all trades. What?
I know, right?
I have a lot of respect.
Single?
Right? Excellent question.
Does she need a new granddaughter?
I know, right? I have a lot of respect for women who have like trailblazed male-dominated fields. You know, you have to be a tough bitch to do that. So, mad respect to your grandma. That's what's up. Okay.
I'm
the tangents.
Too. Oh yeah. Sorry. One last thing.
Yeah.
My field. I didn't know, but my field is actually very heavily male dominant. And,
really?
You know, you may be like, huh, like, you know, but like I didn't think about it. Like foresters in the woods, male, like it's so weird because I was looking around at the photos and stuff, and I think I saw the first woman in like the graduation photos. You know how like there's that stupid photo and it's everybody, and but I think I saw the first female graduate. I think it was like early 2000.
What?
And I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
But also, but also, so my degree is pretty much new. It used to be called forest technicians, and then there was forestry.
Mm-hmm.
And so in like the forest technician side, I'm pretty sure it was like arborist and stuff.
So not only did you graduate in this field where you're going to do a lot of good when you find the job that appreciates you and respects you, you are also among some of the first women to do so. Can we talk about that for a second?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, not giving yourself enough credit. Ash, what the heck?
I'm sorry.
Don't be
like
sorry, girl.
All.
Be careful. No, but honestly, that's so cool. What? Yeah. You need to like pat yourself on the back for that. Like that's insane.
Let's go.
Yeah, see? Yeah, you need to start applying for jobs. Also, one thing that I wanted to say, and I got totally distracted. So the whole driving anxiety thing, I totally get that. Is it like, have you practiced driving and it's like you feel nervous with people in the car? Do you feel nervous about other people on the road? Like...
So, trigger warning, friends. I got hit by a car twice.
Really?
And so...
While driving?
Yeah, and Nope, I was walking across the road and I got hit by a car.
As a pedestrian?
As a pedestrian, yep.
Oh my
once on the
God.
university, and then once I was walking home from work. Bright as day. And yeah, I know. Yet again, I'm smiling. I don't mean to smile. Like it's just a thing.
That's
I
how
do.
we cope. That's how we
Yeah,
cope.
but yeah. So the first one in the park, like where I was walking home, and she was coming out of the parking lot. That one, I wasn't fucked up at all. But the second one, I was. I am the worst Canadian. I will let you guys know. We have free healthcare, if you guys don't know. And I don't take advantage of it. So even after both, I didn't go to the hospital, which is really
Weird.
bad. But anyways, I hurt days. And still even now, like in certain weathers, like my knee will get fucked up and I'll just like I'll hurt. I'll be laying in bed and I'll just be like, I don't want to do anything. But anyways, just to keep the story short, and I just don't want to throw all these trigger warnings around. But so I'm scared that I'm going to hit someone because the first woman that hit me, she literally came out crying. And she was like, I have 2 young daughters and I can't imagine them being hit. And I was like, and anyways, I wanted to go home. I was just like, I need to go home. And she's like, no, like, let me call your mom. I was like 20. I was like, what the fuck do you want to call my mom? I'm like, no, I just want to go home. And then she noticed I had a rip in my jeans and she's like, let me pay for your jeans. And anyways, I couldn't imagine being in her position where it was just like a simple accident. Like she just wasn't paying attention. I was wearing green. Maybe she thought I was a tree. Like,
oh my God, not you making excuses for the person that literally hit you with a motor vehicle.
Oh my God, the thing that sucks is I should have pursued it because I walked by the building and I found out it was a government ran building. Like I could have fucking got some money. Like
wait, what's the statute of limitations?
What do you mean statute of limitations? Did I say
Like,
something weird there?
No, there's like a certain amount of time you can pursue legal action, like after an incident.
Oh, buddy, this was like
buddy.
years.
Okay. So maybe it's probably expired.
It's probably done, yeah. I think it's like 6 months or something like that. I could be wrong.
That doesn't sound right. Maybe. I don't know.
I know workers' comp it's 6 months. You have 6 months from the injury, so I think I'm just throwing that together.
Yeah. I know nothing about Canadian law. But okay. So
don't worry, she's asked backwards.
That sounds like PTSD.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, which is also a valid disability that requires accommodation. Like, you know what? After this, I'm gonna look into Canadian law about this because, no, I'm serious. Like, employers will fucking discriminate against you if they can. And, like, unless we hold them accountable, you know, they'll just keep doing it. True. Okay, so that makes sense. So you got, okay, getting hit by a car as a pedestrian once is one thing, but twice?
You'd think by now I would just wear a high vis all the time, like high vis and a hard hat, but nope.
Just like orange reflective.
I have some in the closet though.
Yeah?
For next time, yeah.
Know your rights, period.
Yeah, and I will also say, like, you know, I am not walking out into traffic looking to get hit, by the way. Like, it just happens. Like, I know it's fucked up, but it just...
Okay. Okay, so I just picture you... Have you seen the Ace Ventura movies with Jim Carrey?
Oh God, not another one of these.
It's
I get
American.
Asked on the daily if
it's
I've
American thing.
Movies.
Anyway, okay, so he's like this crazy, like wilderness, like outdoorsy, like animal guy.
Oh, like Bear Grylls.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay, and so I just picture you in like a big ass like Jeep, just like going around, just like haphazardly driving through like wildlife and stuff. So I feel like you probably just need a big ass car.
Yeah,
people get out of your way. People get out of your way. If you've ever driven a U-Haul, I don't know if U-Haul's in Canada.
U-Haul's in Canada.
Yeah.
I think I asked you that when I moved.
We did. Okay, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Driving a freaking U-Haul, people get out of the way. If you try to turn, they're not gonna try to like get in front. They're moving. They're stopping. Get a
True.
U-Haul. Get a U-Haul size vehicle.
Get a U-Haul.
And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just park far away from people, right? And then so you don't hit anyone when you park. And then just like,
Yep.
problem solved.
All right, I'm gonna look into how much a used U-Haul is.
People actually convert U-Hauls to like camper trailers to live in, which is crazy.
I saw that.
Wasn't there a rumor that Martha Stewart got struck by lightning 7 times?
Martha! Martha! Wait, is Martha Stewart the lady with the vodka there? She's like, only
Was
a
that
shot.
Martha Stewart?
Was that Martha Stewart?
I know she went to jail for insider trading, which, I mean, I love that for her. Right?
Okay, let's go. Alright, so I can get a U-Haul for $59,000
There you go.
on Kijiji.
You know how much wilderness shit you could put in that? So not only are you coming in with the massive storage, people are getting out of your way. And you don't need like a special license to drive a U-Haul. You just need like a regular driver's license.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's okay, Lauren. All I do is talk out of my ass too, so it's all good. We do that. We love that here.
Me too, Lauren. Do not worry about it at all.
Imagine being struck by lightning sometime. Okay, so
know,
maybe
right?
you're just one of those people. Maybe you just attract cars. Maybe this is the universe telling you you need to file a personal injury lawsuit. So the next time you get, when you get hit by a car again as a pedestrian,
Oh my god.
know your rights, get a lawyer.
All right, what are you doing after this? Are you still taking clients?
Oh my god. That is such... The amount of people that have called me a lawyer because I told them I literally dropped out of law school. They're like, oh, well, you're the lawyer. I'm like, I implore you to believe that that is not the case. That is so far from the truth. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I love the way this conversation has gone. We went from like protecting the environment to like driving anxiety, which is super valid. I had terrible driving anxiety. I actually became a delivery driver, and I feel like that helped me like conquer my fears, you know?
Okay.
I still will not parallel park. I will not do it. I don't care how small my vehicle is. I'm just not gonna do it. You know?
My boyfriend's trying to convince me to get a job, or no, wait, yes, of course he's trying to convince me to get a job, but he's also trying to convince me to get my driver's license, and so we're trying to find like loopholes around it. And he's like, if you go take your driving test, because in Canada you get like a beginner, so you can drive out between X and Y with someone with you, and then you have to take like a driving test, and then you get like a full permit or whatever. And anyways, he's like, when you feel comfortable, he's like, we're gonna go in the winter time. We're gonna go to our hometown, and you're gonna take your driver's license. My hometown has no street lights, like the red, blue, green ones there. Nope, red, yellow, green ones, and
like traffic lights.
Yeah, like traffic lights. And he's like, you'll be guaranteed to get it, especially if you go in a snowstorm, because he took his driver's license in a snowstorm, and then so did his mother.
Really?
And I'm sorry, Jeff. If you are here, you are probably not, and we will probably never talk about this again. But his mother cannot drive for shit, so
you said
she
it.
has her license. Yep. So you know,
I literally failed my driving test twice before I got my license the third time, and I had to go to like a separate county with like a different driving instructor. And even then, when she gave my license, she told my dad, she was like, "Don't let her go out on her own yet." So like, it's possible. I'm a great driver now. But anyway, Lauren, to answer your question,
I see all those TikToks in the car. Yeah, you're a good driver.
I'm doing great, actually. If I can do that, I can do anything. Right. Okay, so Lauren, my law that I was interested in would probably like employment law or like human rights law. Any kind of law where I can tell a corporation fuck you or fuck the government. You know, something like that. That's what I was interested in.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like even in my program, there is like, well, I already kind of talked about it, but yeah, like we can even just say like fuck big corporations. Like some people will hire like people like me to go in, survey. I already explained all this.
No, just say it again.
Anyways, You go out, you survey the land. If there's like water, a water course, any like endangered animals and stuff, then you can be like, no, we're not doing construction here. Like, please leave. Mind you, they won't like it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You saying that, I was just thinking, like, what if there's a way to be able to work for companies like that, but also preserve things, like come up with like new kinds of like laws and regulations to where like where there's construction built, there's also places built to preserve the wildlife in that area. Does that make sense?
It does, but at the same time, so if you are building, what are you building when you're saying construction? Lay me
Like-
out the whole scene.
So like maybe like some kind of like business, let's say like a strip mall or something,
Okay.
you know, but it's in an area where there's some kind of like species that needs to be protected. How can we incorporate their habitat into the construction in a way that both I guess calling the animals parties, both are, you know, are good. Like I just think about like if we just had like wildlife preservation things everywhere in this like really cool like display case where people could like come up and look at it and like, oh look, here's the wildlife in this area that we didn't kill and we still can go to Denny's, you know, and get some breakfast.
Oh, Denny's though.
It'd be like a zoo but everywhere.
Yeah, no, and like I always shit on zoos, but zoos are actually really good for stuff like that because like they do have captive breeding programs and stuff, and they are saving like the panda population, so that's good.
Really?
But yeah, they are. The panda population increased by 1% since 2019.
Yay, that's amazing.
Yeah. But we could. So like it all depends on the species itself, because like let's say if we wanted to do like a caribou next to a strip mall. Caribou are migrating animals, so they'll need to like come and go as they please, and then you have the whole thing about traffic, like is a car gonna hit it, are we gonna hurt the people, etc, etc. So it depends on what it is, because like I mean if we're thinking about birds, oh fuck, I don't know birds, let's say like we're looking at the bald eagle. Okay. Bald eagle, if you build a strip mall by the water, you could essentially like just have the roof for like their homes, like put make platforms and stuff, so like that would be a good idea, but it's all species by species, of course.
Yeah. But that's awesome. See, like that's something you could do.
Yeah, that's totally
and
true,
like have a job and you're still making money and you're like preventing fucking evil corporations from destroying wildlife, right?
True.
So
I like the way that we're brainstorming right now.
I know. I really,
Yeah,
it's so,
good.
I feel like just finding a job that you can fucking stand is so difficult. Like, I've just had so many jobs that I fucking hate, you know? Oh, thank you for the pronoun check. I always forget to say my pronouns. My pronouns are she, her, by the way. Thank you,
Hi,
Lauren.
I'm Ash. I go by she, her pronouns. Me too. Lauren, give me your pronouns. Let's go.
Hand them over. Hand those pronouns over.
Hand them over. And also, anyone in chat, if you're lurking or whatever, or if you're just kind of listening, you can also drop your pronouns in as well. We would love to meet you more, or get to know you more.
Oh. Addie, hi, welcome in. She, her, there you go. Okay, great, wonderful.
Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, because to me it seems like the biggest issue, you know, that you're having, like finding a job, is like, how can I get your pronouns back at the end of class?
Kid, I love it. Thank you.
Rogue Dan Leo, thank you for the follow.
Dan, sorry, 1 second. Dan, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Who is Dan? Is Dan a friend?
Yeah, Dan is Dan and I recently just met, and we've been talking a lot, and we've been like clicking really well, and it's so wild because like it feels like I've known him for such a long time.
Aww, I love
it's only
that.
been, like what, like a month? Yeah.
That's so. I love when you meet people where it's like you instantly vibe. That's the best.
I know, right?
It feels so good.
It feels really weird because it's like I don't have to be like, oh yeah, so I don't like it when you do XYZ, and like please don't do XYZ. Like it just kind of felt like Dan and I were at like that stage where it was just like we already know what not to say and what to say. Like it's really weird.
Yeah.
Almost like us too. Like
yeah, it's just like, oh, we just are like good people and we respect other people.
Yeah, exactly.
A concept. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So it seems like the biggest issue you're having right now is just finding a job where you feel like you can do some good.
Yes. Yes.
Ash is an amazing person, I agree. Look at her.
Friends, we're in Midnight. Chat, please be nice to Midnight. Don't pull this shit over here too.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Dan. I do appreciate it so much.
No, okay. But like, what was I about to say? Okay, I feel like what you're gonna run into is the jobs on the market are going to be for like shitty companies doing shitty things. Like if you just like accept that, just like the baseline, like, okay, these people are not doing good things. But like that's why you got the degree that you got. And that's why you are going to go into these positions and like stir up some good. You know? I feel like your biggest challenge is going to be like just finding like how can I make this good? How can I turn this into something good?
Yeah, and it's totally true. But so here's the kicker. I know I'm opening up a lot of boxes tonight.
Open them all.
And,
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So there is not countries, oh my god. There is jobs out west, on top of like Washington. Oh god, is that, I don't know, American geography. But anyways, Canadian friends, on top of BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. There's a lot of companies that are even Ontario, anywhere western, central and stuff. They're trying to do great things with the environment. They're really like seeing that things are fucked up and like they're really trying to work it. It's just where I am. Also, we're getting into politics just for like a hot second. But where I am, our MLA being like the governor of the province, he used to be a CEO for the oil and gas industry. So anytime that the oil and gas industry does anything bad, they'll just be like, oh, it's okay, right? And then he'll let them get away with it. So it's just like where I am that's having such a hard time, and it's just like, I need to leave this province.
Yeah. Wait, is that where you grew up?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, girl, leave your hometown. Leave your hometown.
I'm not in the hometown anymore. I'm 4 hours away. I'm 4 hours away from my hometown.
That's better.
But it's still in the same vicinity. I just moved to the south.
So Lauren suggested, have you ever thought about making your own nonprofit to do what you want to do?
Yeah. I think that I've never really thought about it until this moment. So thank you so much, Lauren, for bringing it up.
I've thought about it, but I haven't. Dude.
Oh my god. Well, like, okay, wait. Why when I say I thought about it, I mean right now. I thought about it right now. Did you see the cogwheels going? Like, I was thinking.
It's okay. I'm literally fixing my eyelash, so no hate.
Oh, do not even worry about it. You do you by all means.
Okay, but yeah, brainstorm. What are we doing? What are we thinking about? Nonprofit.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that we could do. We could do habitat restoration.
Okay.
Nope, but someone's already doing that. There is a company here that works with hunters and fishers and stuff, and it's like you donate to them and they'll rebuild the land, which is great. And right away my mind went to that, because then you can get public support, because the hunters, fishers, trappers will be like, good land, good animals. But yeah, it feels like when I'm thinking about stuff, I'm thinking that a lot of things have already been done, and I'm having a hard time like keeping up, or like trying to make something new and like something innovative. Except for your idea about trying to bring wildlife to people, or preserving the land that we are taking from the wildlife. I mean, like that would be a good idea, but I don't exactly know how we would do it animal by animal.
Yeah, and like the point that you brought up where it's like it's going to be a species by species thing. So it's definitely not going to be something where it's like, oh, we can do like a one size fits all thing and then it's done. Like it's going to be hard. It's going to be really complicated. Ooh, that's a good question. In a perfect world, what would you want to do? In a perfect world.
I don't want any animals to go extinct Well,
Aww.
I say any animal, but like I understand that some species have just run their course and they're not going to keep up anymore, and so they will unfortunately pass on. But I don't want us as humans to be the reason of an extinction.
Right,
Because
so you're
we've
like
already
natural selection only.
yeah. Because like just for example, like I was talking about the caribou earlier. In my province, they were hunted to extinction. Did you guys just see me flip you off? No? Okay, you guys didn't. All right, good. I was just like, I was moving my fingers and then I just like I just watched the delay. Oh my god. Friends, I did not mean to flip you off. I was just
She's
tapping
flipping
my
off
hands.
nature. She's flipping off nature for being mean to the...
I am.
What are they called?
Fuck you.
Capybaras? What did you call them? What are they?
Caribou.
Caribous.
Capybaras. Oh my god, two different animals. A caribou is like fucking huge and a capybara is probably like this big. Like,
Really?
god.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to look up what a caribou is now. Go on.
All right.
Go on.
They're fucking beautiful. They're beautiful. It's like a reindeer. It's a modern day reindeer.
How do you spell it?
C as in car, A as in apple, R as in rainbow, B as in Bob. O
I forgot.
Oh, wait. Here, wait. I'll message you.
No, for some reason, whenever I put a browser on the same screen as like Discord, it freezes, which is annoying. Okay, wait. Okay, Cyber says, even if there's something that already exists, it doesn't hurt having more. That's true. People like having options. And it's ultimately going to lead to why should people choose yours? What do you do that's different? Yeah. No, Cyber, that's a great point. That's what I was thinking, because like, I know me as a writer, I'm always thinking like, oh, I need to write something that's never been written before. Like, no. Everything is borrowed. Everything is stolen from something, right? Like, everything is a ripoff of something. You just like add your own little spin to it, I guess. So like, I just feel like that really applies to like a lot of things, you know? If you get caught up on being like, oh, I have to do something that's like 100% original, 100% unique. Winto, hi, welcome in. No, that's great advice.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
wait.
that is, thank you for that.
Wait, can you spell it again? Because some weird guy came up. It's a video. It's a caribou.
What the fuck are you looking up where it's caribou as a guy?
Hold on, I probably spelled it wrong. I'm gonna see if I can like display it on here without
Type in reindeer. I shit you not. Just type in reindeer. It'll be so much easier. Calling me weird? Oh my god. We're not talking about you. We're not. I promise. We're talking about caribou.
Caribou. Why do I keep wanting to say cappy? So it just looks like a moose, but with...
It has a bigger rack on.
We love a good rack.
Oh yeah, me too. But
sorry.
It's built for like colder climates, essentially.
Okay.
Oh, they're stunning and so beautiful. Fuck, I love them so much.
Oh, it's spelled with a C. That's why. I spelled it with a K.
Did I not say C as
You
in
probably did. You probably did. Love a rack. We love a good rack. Okay, wait, hold on.
We love a good rack.
Here's a picture. It's a side-by-side versus... Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to pull it up on screen without, like... making us go away.
Do you have an image source?
I think so. Hold on.
Yeah.
I think I'm just... It's gonna pop up over us for a second, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
Oh my god. I did it! Okay, wait. It looks so... You don't need to see my face. It's fine.
Yeah.
4 main differences explained. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Yes. Learning.
Alright.
Learning.
Okay.
Anyways,
4 main differences.
They're beautiful.
Geography, taxonomy, herd migration. Okay, caribous herd migrate. Okay, they're not domesticated. Okay, so their antlers are tall and curved. That's the difference. Okay, these look tall and curved too, so. We need the expert, Ash. Ash, how do we identify the differences?
Well, do you not notice like the size of the caribou's horns?
Oh, I guess they're a little thicker and they look fuzzy.
Yeah. And then even just like based upon the, well, like I based upon the photos, you can tell that the reindeer lives in like the boreal forest, so there's not a lot going on. They have to rely on reindeer moss, and then the caribou, on the other hand, it's like a lusher forest.
Okay.
And then so then that also goes into like the movement. So like, how can I explain this? Or maybe I'll just use my hands. But
Do it.
so the reindeer's antlers would go like out. But I gotta go down. Would like go out more.
Yeah.
And then because they don't have to like travel through like trees and such, but then the caribous would be like straighter more because they have to travel through trees. And imagine like the energy expenditure of traveling through a forest when your antlers are like out more. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Expert over here. I love this. I don't know.
Yes.
You're like my first like wildlife friend. This is so fun. I love
Oh,
it. It's
thank
like
you, thank you,
everything
thank
that
you.
I've seen. This is like in movies and stuff. Also, Winto, this is the podcast, and it started off talking about like the education system, but now we're talking about Ash's like degree program and like how we can, you know, brainstorm ideas for her to get a job that doesn't suck, where she like actually makes a difference. So that's pretty cool of us.
Oh my god.
Okay. See, you learn something new every day. I love
Yeah,
that for
exactly.
us.
Like I said, leave the stream with some knowledge.
Yeah. I always feel so enlightened. And it's so you get so excited about trees and stuff. It's cute. It's cute.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He's like showing pictures on stream, like, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is.
Trees do so much for us, and we take them for advantage.
I know. It's
we were
moving.
actually supposed to. It's moving.
Yeah, like it's a moving conversation. The tree.
Oh. Like, I was like, what do you mean? Where's the tree? What is? Huh? Is there
No,
a tree going through your house?
It's not zoology. Say the name of your degree again.
Unfortunately, I wanted to take a zoology degree, but they said that if you took zoology, the only thing you would end up doing is teaching zoology, which based on this whole podcast, you guys can all tell, I cannot be a teacher. I'd be cursing and swearing and freaking out, and
I don't know. I think teachers
anyways,
should be able to do that.
oh,
Professors
yeah,
can. Professors can.
Oh yeah, we don't
Treeology.
some of my treeology.
Is that a thing?
It's a tree cutting company here, but you know.
Oh really? Treeology?
Yeah. So my degree, it's actually a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Management with a major in wildlife conservation and a minor in botany.
That's crazy.
It's a fucking mouthful, so.
The science
I'm a woman
part.
in STEM.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let's talk about that. Okay. What
Okay.
kind of classes did you take for your degree?
Okay, I took almost all biology. Like I took mammalogy, I took oh my god, it was animal behavior. I took a lot of environmental chemistry. I took stats, I took calculus, I took biology testing because there's a certain type of way for hypothesis testing and stuff like that. I took almost all forestry courses, so like Forestry 1001, forest management.
Forestry. Okay, what's that like?
So forestry is very interesting. You obviously learn about trees, you learn about what kind of impacts that the trees have. You also learn a lot of forestry laws. So that would be like the fact that you can't cut 15 meters from.
Okay.
I also learned how to like cut wood properly. That's was
awesome.
a weird one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Me just picturing you in like a lumberjack outfit. Like, you know that one guy on TikTok that like does the thirst traps chopping wood?
Oh my god, he's so handsome. Don't even get me.
So like you're like the female equivalent of that. You're like,
oh yeah.
yeah. Brushes hair back, strokes tree.
Oh my god. Hey bad boy, you want some wood cut? No.
I'm an expert with wood.
I'm an expert with hardwood. Cause get it? The joke
There it
is there's
is.
hardwood and softwood. Okay, but
I know that
Get your
because of
mind out
Animal
of the gutter.
Crossing. I know it only because of Animal Crossing.
True. True. Look at you go.
Lauren went to art school. No, but that's awesome.
Yeah, art school's still good too. Like, don't.
Hands down, Ash as a thirst trap would be awesome. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. So we're all in the
Oh my
same boat
God.
here.
Friends don't even.
Look, she's even wearing like the cute little like forest shirt too. Oh my god, I
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
It's so cute.
This was not planned at all. It just kind of happens.
Now I'm just thinking about the like you in like a little lumberjack like crop top with like some. Oh wait, no, and with like you know those like flower crowns that like basic white girls wear to music festivals, like that, but way cooler. So you have like a flower
Okay.
crown, like Midsommar, but not as culty.
I gotta
She's
Google
like,
that real quick.
she's like, sure, whatever you
Yeah,
say,
sure.
girl.
Whatever you fantasize about is alright.
That's on you.
That's on you, yeah.
Okay, but literally this
But
eyelash
then
hates me. Like, what is happening here? It is so hard to use eyelash glue, you guys, but it's worth it because look how it just completes the look. Anyway.
Yeah, you look great.
I digress.
But
oh my
anyways.
god, I just realized I'm wearing this and this is kind of foresty, right? Like
Yeah,
a garden.
we're matching.
We're matching. That's amazing. That's mostly because all of my laundry is dirty and I'm wearing all the stuff that's like that I never wear.
Yeah, no,
So great.
I feel that. I just did laundry for the first time in 2 weeks, I think. This morning.
Proud of you. Amazing.
Yep.
Doing psychology or law degree? Me? I'm doing nothing with my life. Actually.
Excuse me, you just told me that you were getting a master's in your art?
Creative writing? I roll.
Yeah, no, that's,
nobody respects that.
Fun.
That's fine.
I do.
It's my emotional support master's degree. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't ever intend to use it. Just like my 4-year degree. I'm just kind of doing it. Anyway, okay, forestry. I'm sorry I got off on such a tangent about you as a lumberjack.
Do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. Also,
okay.
please, if you guys have any fan art of Lumberjack Ash, by all means,
please draw it. Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. Please,
no, I'm not. Please, wait. I have to tag some people in the Discord right now.
Oh my god, I got the hookup.
We got some artists, okay? We got some artists.
We do. There's some people in the community. And I'm just like, you guys are so fucking talented. I'll cosplay it.
The cosplay, yay! Wait, I have a red wig. I could do it too. I have a red long wig. I could do it. Okay. 600 followers. I'll cosplay as Ash.
Oh no.
Lumberjack. There's Trap. Okay, I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
Can you write the product descriptions for my website? Yeah, sure. I don't expect much. Window. Okay. Not the tangent again. All right, so we were talking about forestry classes. We were talking about the classes that you took, which is so cool. I've never really talked to somebody that, you know, did this kind of degree. I've only talked to like liberal arts majors and stuff. So I would love to hear more about the classes you took.
There was, oh yes, by the way, this is my 10-year-old boy, Maple. He's huge attention seeker. Sorry, I just noticed chat. I'm like you, I can't stop looking at it.
I know, it's so hard.
It is, yeah. But yes, I took a lot of courses, on first like environmental law and a lot of biology courses. I don't have an interest in fish, so I didn't take any classes on fish. I didn't take any classes on water, which I think will ultimately fuck me up because there's a lot of jobs opening right now in marine biology. So
yeah, I was kind of thinking when you said, like, we were talking about nonprofits and, like, you know, you said something about, like, the hunters and stuff, and I was like, wait, the ocean. But if you're interested in, like, forest, not the ocean, like, who cares? You know? Like, definitely, like, specialize in what you care about, you know?
Yeah, and then that's why I kind of want to focus on, like, large mammals, per se. So, like, that would be, like, caribou and, like, a lot of marsupials.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
That's exciting.
But yeah. And then there's so much funding going around too for like stuff like that as well because I don't know what it's like in Florida, but there's a huge amount of hunters and stuff like that. And so if you can say like well actually wait, just kind of popped in my head. There is like this brainworm that's going around that's killing off moose. And
oh, like a literal brainworm.
Yeah. trigger warning for bugs, by the way. So deer bring it over, and deer are not affected by it, but moose don't have like the special membrane in their head to protect themselves, so they will literally look like drunk, and then they'll just die.
Oh no.
And yeah, it's fucking mind blowing. I saw it when I was in Quebec, and I was like, oh god, it was so sad, and the sounds it was making, I was like, But anyways, if you can figure out a way to like stop that, the province will give you money, because a lot of people pay for a deer and moose hunting license.
Really?
So like, yeah. We have a huge it's almost like a lottery, where a bunch of people apply and they only give out X amount of licenses, and every old white man goes wild over it. Like, yeah.
So how do you feel about like hunting and stuff?
Hi friends, I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 5 years now, and I was vegetarian for 6 years before that. So I understand that if you are living in an area where caribou or deer is your only source of food, then by all means, please hunt them, but please sustainably hunt them. And then I know up in the territories, there is a lot of Aboriginal people there who will use every part of the caribou or the moose, and I think that that is amazing. But down here, we are pieces of fucking shit. Let me tell you. Yeah, and I don't understand the point of it when it's just for fun. Because you here, especially, like, I know I'm only talking about like my uncles and stuff like that do participate in this. I can't say for every Canadian citizen. And so they'll go in. You're only allowed to have, I think it's like 2 moose or 1 moose depending for license. But they'll go in and they'll just have a field day. And it's like, no. Like, please don't. Please don't. You're actually hurting the population more. Yeah. Because there is people, Department of Natural Resources, which I was kind of hoping would have a job opening, but they go out and they survey all the population, and they'll be like, okay, we can only have X amount of deer killed this year to make sure that it doesn't go above or below like a maximum, because like if you have too many deer, the land will just become like nothing. If you have too little deer, then you'll have an influx of prey and then no prey. But it's just it's all this circle that's going on. But anyways, and so with people going around and like shooting 5 deer and then just claiming 1, it's like, great, like you probably just fucked the whole thing up. But
damn,
yeah,
I didn't even think about that. Should I become a vegetarian? I feel like if I like animals, I should not eat them.
So when people come about with this topic, I usually say, like, if you want to try being a vegetarian or a vegan, just try for 1 day. Just dedicate 1 day to being like, you know what, I'm not going to eat steak, I'm not going to eat hamburger, and then see how you feel after that. And then if you feel like, oh no, like I just really want crumble cookies, let's say, then
not the crumble cookies.
then like just stick to 1 day. Like meatless Mondays are still a thing. Like they've been around for such a long time, and so like, yeah, you just try it out. Because then also, like, you won't feel bad if like you're like, okay, I'm doing this for the animals, I can do this, and then you're like, I can't do it, and then you shit on yourself and you feel bad and all that. No, just do it for 1 day and see how you feel, and then if it's good, do it again next week. There's no obligation to be like, do it all the time.
That is such great advice. Like, and that is so good. I feel like some people, you know, this is probably like the extreme case, you know, just like people say, oh, extreme feminism, whatever, where they're like, make you feel like shit if you can't do it. You know what I mean? But like what you said is like so nice and like inviting and like caring. A+ response is the point. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 response.
Thank you. I've had a lot of conversations with people about it, and I'm like, there's no point in pushing veganism. It
Yeah.
works for me, it may not work for you, and that's completely okay. Like,
Yeah. I think that's the best way though to like talk about it and get people thinking about it though. You know, like that's the way to push it without pushing it, I think. It's kind of like an
yeah, exactly.
invitation. So,
Yeah.
good for you. I love that for you. Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, who do you think were like the first people that looked around and they were like, "Hey, we're fucking up the ecosystem."
Aristotle.
Really?
This was a question on my exam. Aristotle, he had certain laws pertaining to how much you could hunt per season. It's even what's his name? Kangas Khan? He was a Mongolian person too. Even he had certain laws for when you can hunt and stuff like that. And they had oh man, I can't remember the logistics of it now. It's been 3 years since I looked at it, but they had certain laws that it was like you can't do this, you can't do that for the sake of the environment. And it was very, because that was like in the 1800s or something like that, and it's like, whoa, environmentalism has been around for that long? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, thank you, Cyber.
Veganism, vegetarianism get such a bad rep by the ones who are so hardcore. Yeah, I agree. I feel like most things have that like extreme group of people within it that just like ruins it for people, which sucks. So, be the change, as you say.
Literally. Cyber's one of them too.
I know. Okay, so why did Aristotle think of like everything? Are we sure that there wasn't somebody else? You know, like I feel like a lot of stuff is like traced back to that like time period, and I'm like, I need to learn more about it for sure. But
so I think that's when the Romanticism time period came out, and so everyone was just like writing about great things. I think, I could be wrong. I know from like the environmental aspect of it, that's when everything like that started to happen. But in terms of like other stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even know who Aristotle is. That's the only thing I know about him, is that he had certain laws. Wait, did Aristotle make the... Wait, I'm gonna Google.
Aristotle did a lot of shit. Like I studied like political science and like rhetoric and stuff, and everyone was always talking about Aristotle and Plato.
Okay.
Like, where were the women? That's what I want to know. What were they doing? And also, what was society like to be able to have everyone reading and writing like a lot of good things? And like, how do we do that again?
That's a really good question. And I'm not entirely sure. There is such like a gap, I find, between people. Like, I feel so bad, and what? We're hopping topics, but it's a-okay. But I feel bad for people that don't have the ability to be able to read and write.
I know.
Right now. Like, isn't that so wild that like back in the day, like maybe you could? I'm not entirely sure.
Reading
I'm quickly doing the quickest Google search of my life right now, trying to keep up, but
I know. Reading and writing at one point, and I mean it still is to some extent, is a privilege, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just think about like one thing that always blew my mind that I thought about, you know, like Frederick Douglass was his like slave owner's mistress or whatever like taught him to read and write, and like that was like a position of a privileged slave. To think about like, you know, African Americans being able to learn to read and write, they like just like didn't teach them at all. So that's like, I always like try to tiptoe around topics like that because I don't want to get canceled by saying something like really offensive. But I mean, just to think about like the idea of like, you know, there's always been privileged classes within like disadvantaged classes as well. So
no, it's completely true.
Yep, reading and writing is a privilege. And like even being able to do it well, you know. Like when I worked as a technical writer, that
was for NASA, right?
Yeah, we were encouraged to write things at the 7th grade reading level because that was the American average, is 7th grade reading level.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
So.
I'm gonna Google the Canadian average reading level. I can tell you that the reason why that I cannot read or write very well is because I was raised French. And then I had to transfer English when my parents broke up. So a lot of the words that I try to spell are very weird. Like I spell Breath of the Wild with an E at the end. I spell salad with an E at the end. Just because in French, like it's like salade.
Yeah, I like that.
And then now I can't even speak French. Like,
Wait, really?
yeah, I
You
can't
forgot?
anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, like I can say like simple things like hi, like my name is blah. I went to school at blah. Like I am blah years old and stuff like that. But other than that, like my aunts sometimes will talk around me and they'll be like, "Oh, she's really cold," and I'll just be like, "She is
Yeah.
warm." Like, like oh my god.
Dude. I like how we went from like environmental to we got a little philosophical there. That was good.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
sorry I could not
enlightening.
keep up with that.
No, I can't keep up with anything. It's fine.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So like,
Yep.
it's funny because I see a lot online specifically, like people meaning to spell breath and then they spell breathe because like the E at the
Yeah.
end, breathe is like a different tense. If that,
Yeah, and then that's what always happens to me, and I feel like whenever I go and type in my stream title, sometimes I'll be like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but blah blah blah, blah. But I always put breath, and I'm like, oh, people are gonna make fun of me now. Like,
breathe of the wild.
breathe
Breathe
in
in
the
the
wild.
wild. Breathe in the wild. That's what
Yeah,
you can say instead. Breathe in the wild.
breathe in the wild.
Yeah, but I never thought about that being like a language difference. Like, you know, I just assumed. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say the American education system fucking sucks. Cause like I did not learn a lot of things that I feel like I should have learned, you know?
You know what? I'm gonna counter what you said and say that the Canadian system sucks as well.
Really?
I did not learn half the shit I should.
Yeah, like history, like about other countries and everything. Like I didn't learn any of that. Like it might have just been because I like dissociated through most of it, but like the point is I feel like I could have learned more stuff. And you know, people make jokes about so I went to school in Alabama, like I went to public school in Alabama, and a lot of people make jokes about how Alabama is like really low as far as like public education goes. So maybe that's what it is. Who knows?
I don't even know where Alabama is. So.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny. It's okay. I don't know. Like whenever you talk about Canadian stuff, I'm like, sure. I just learned what a province is not too long ago.
I'm really proud of you.
I know, right? I even took like an international relations class, but it still was just hard. What were we talking about? Reading and writing? Yeah,
reading and writing.
Okay, so wait, what other questions did I have? We kind of been all over the place. Okay.
Yeah, we've been all over the place. Like, if you edit this, make sure to edit
I will not. I will not edit anything. This is, you get what you get. Okay.
Right.
So the last question I have is, how did you manage and cope with the demands of like completing your degree program? And I mean, I guess you're still kind of in it, right? You're still managing and like coping with like trying to find a job and everything. So what are you doing to like stay positive? And also, if you have any advice for people that want to like get into the career you're getting into or anything like that.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm gonna say is I am struggling a lot with finding a job, trying to stay positive, etc., etc. But I went home for a weekend or for a wedding this weekend, and I can't tell you the amount of people that asked me if I had a job yet, and it actually like demotivated me for a day, and so yeah, I'm trucking on through. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna apply for a bunch of stuff. We'll figure that out. But in terms of like getting back up on my feet, like I'm super supportive of like my partner, or I super appreciate my supportive partner being around, because he literally like he's like, I know that you're just not sitting at home playing video games all day. Like I know that you're looking and like trying to find a great job and all that. And he's really glad that I'm sticking to like my morals and all that. And like I'm just super thankful of him. And obviously like I'm so thankful of like my friends who will like check in on me every once in a while and be like, hey man, like how you doing? Blah blah blah. more so online than in real life because they all have jobs. And they're all
Yeah.
super great right now. Um, but and the one, and you know, just and also like the one thing I should tell myself every day is like I should. It's okay that I'm not at the state that they are at yet. Everybody
Absolutely.
like grows at their own pace. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think you're in a
Um.
really what?
Go ahead.
I
No,
was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, I think you're in a really good position too, like financially and everything, to really look for the job that you know that you're gonna enjoy and like make a difference in. So like don't let people pressure you. Just like you don't want to take just like any job, you know? You want like a
Yeah,
good
exactly.
one where you can like
Yeah.
really make a difference. So
Yeah,
try not to
exactly.
let the haters get you down.
The haters.
Yeah.
And if you do want to pursue a degree in environmental, I'm gonna tell you, it is fucking hard. They don't tell you how hard it is. But I remember I was stuck at the library once until 1 a.m. just crying over this tree because it didn't make any sense to me. And
Crying over
then,
a tree.
yeah, crying over a tree. Oh my god. And then, if I can only say from my program, but I've met a lot of good people through my program, and I feel like they have really molded me into who I am today, and I'm super thankful of them helping me out. Because 4 years ago, Ashley, oh my god, I just said my real fucking name.
I know.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was like,
Anyways,
whoa, who's that?
oh my god. Anyways, 4 years ago, me was a piece of shit. Me today, 10 times better.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah.
what do you mean by that? What do you mean you were a piece of shit? Because don't talk about my friend like that, first of all.
Oh, throwing my own words back at me. What the fuck?
So, how do you think you've grown?
I think 4 years ago, if the conversation we had earlier where you were like, I like when someone says something and then you like rebuttal against it, or not really rebuttal against it, but you kind of like say your own piece where it's very similar. And then I said today, current day me, I said it's okay, I understand it's not a pissing contest, etc., etc.
Yeah.
4 years ago, I would have probably taken insult to it, and I would have been like, "What, you think my issues are not like you think my issues are like trivial and stuff like that?" I used to be in a very bad headspace, probably like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I quit drinking, I quit a lot of stuff, and it just all took its toll on me, and I was just so negative, and I just was like, I need to do something. And anyways, and so like, and then I always compared myself to other people, being like, you know, why I want it to be really popular on Instagram back in the day. And anyways, I was like, why is my one photo that I posted with no tags not getting any likes? Like,
where is the interaction?
Yeah, where is the interaction? Like, I go on, I post a photo, and then I log out. Like, why am I not getting? And but yeah, and so just I feel like a lot of people in my program, they were like very supportive. Like I remember one person came up to me and she was like, "How did you do on the test?" And I was like, "Oh, like I think I got like a 75 or something like that." And she's like, "Oh my god, like good for you." And I was like, "It's a fucking 75." I'm like, "That's a B. Like what are you talking about?" And then I was like, "How did you do?" And she's like, "Oh, I got a 60." And then she's like, "But like I'm super proud of myself for getting." And I was like, it just like opened up my eyes. Like I was like, this is weird. Like I'm like, why are you so happy for me if you got the like it was so weird, but yeah. But anyways, there's a lot of good people in environmental programs. That's all I'm gonna say. Is that
that's great.
Really...
Also,
and just being around. Nope, I was just gonna say being around like those type of people, it just kind of like makes you feel better as well.
Yeah.
And then so then you start to pick up on stuff, and then you bloom into a different person.
I know. I love that. Okay, no, a 75 is a B?
Yeah.
What? What's the grading scale?
A pass is a 60 or 50 depending on which one you're in. Biology, it's a 50. Forestry, it's 60.
So what's like the highest score you can get?
100.
100? Okay.
Yeah.
Because where I went to school, 75 is a C. So like anything under so like 80 to 89 is a B, and then 90 to 100 is an A.
Shit, that's wild.
And then passing, I think, is like a 60,
Okay.
like a D, but then anything under that is an F.
Oh yeah. I said this is where it got super weird, but like depending on what like class you were in, so like biology, it was like a C was 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then forestry, like all my forestry classes were like a 60's a C. So it was kind of weird, but
That's really cool. Things are so
yeah.
different in different
It's
places.
true. It's so true.
I wish that, I'd like learned about some of the stuff before, turning 30, but it's all good, better late than never. Um,
Exactly. Like you got
hmm.
it.
What else? Let's see. We've been talking for an hour and a half. Good for
Oh shit, yeah.
us.
Well, let's
Um,
go. Let's go.
right? Is there anything else you want to share about like what you want to do? Calls to action, any promoting, anything you want to promote, like
Not really, I don't think. I do stream at Twitch, on Twitch, the kid in town. I don't know, we just have a fun time. We're a very community focused bundle.
absolutely.
Um, that's really it. We just vibe, we just have a good time. We learn about a lot of stuff, so it's not a two-way street. I don't sit here and tell you about trees. You come in and you also teach me things as well, whether it be like the weather. Like, did you know it's been fucking raining in Brazil for like a week now, and some other cities are flooding? Like, that's absolutely wild.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like say some names or anything there, but I have a viewer from Brazil, and every day like we talk about the weather, kind of a Canadian stereotype. And yeah, it's raining a lot in Brazil. It's so wild.
It's been raining a lot in Florida,
Oh,
like a
really?
lot, like more than usual. Yeah, I thought like the spring was for the showers, not summer, you know.
I think with global warming, like things are starting to change. I remember there was a saying when I was younger. It was like April showers bring May flowers,
Exactly.
but now it feels like it's like July showers bring August flowers. It's like
Yeah.
okay.
July monsoons prevent me from going to the beach. That is the new saying. Like,
I love that, but at the same time, I hate it.
yeah. Okay, wait, how much did you learn about global warming in your degree program?
I learned a lot.
Really?
Yep.
So, like, what kind of stuff did you focus on?
So in my first year, we did a lot of environmental chemistry. So like I know about all. Well, like I can't recite it to you right now there, but like we learned about the ozone. We learned about all the gases in the air that contribute to global warming. So like, um,
Thank you,
and
Grumpy.
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, pal. Um, about like the greenhouses that contribute to global warming, ozone, methane, hydrofluoric fluorides, and then we learned about how like the water cycle is being affected, the soil cycle. Like it's a very intense program, for sure.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
intense. I'm just like, so I guess how did you like make any connections between like, you know, preserving wildlife and global warming? Did you do any research? Was your degree program research based at all?
I wish it was more research based than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like all of the biology courses were heavy on like creating a hypothesis, testing it, etc., etc. But it was kind of like hand holding. So it was like, we're gonna give you this pill bug, roly poly bug, I think you guys call
Yes,
them,
the roly
and
polies.
yeah, they're so cute. And then it's like you're going to figure out if they like the dark environments or light environments. And then so they kind of like held our hands through the whole thing, like create a hypothesis about this thing, and we'll help you test it. And so it was kind of like that, which was like so cool. Like don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong by any means, but a lot of like the forestry and environmental side, it was not so much like hypothesis testing, it was more about like consulting. So it was like you have a woodlot of this hectare, it's made out of XYZ, so like hardwood, softwood, and the owner wants to have a ski resort or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like how can you manage that if you know that it's going to harm you? Like it kind of taught us to like put multiple perspectives into play when trying to come up with an end goal.
I think that sounds really useful. Like,
Oh yeah, it is totally
that
useful.
sounds amazing. Yeah, I guess I never
Yeah.
really thought about like conserving, the environment is consulting, right? Because it's like you have an expert knowledge and like these people are just like, let's do a capitalism. And they're like, no, but the environment.
Mhm. Mhm.
Did they teach you anything about like how to like negotiate with people like that or
Unfortunately, no. The only thing that they taught us was like, here is here's the science to back what you're saying.
mm-hmm.
So on like we got to do a deer management one about whether this one country wants to allow deers, and it was kind of just like we just had to show them the science behind it, being like, if you don't kill these amount of deers, you'll have this, that, that, that. So it's not. It was almost like they were preparing us to go kind of give it to someone so that they could fight with other people.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
It's really wild.
Yeah. Wildlife. Uh-huh.
Ah,
Oh my gosh. Now that I think about it, I should probably plan these out more and come up with better questions. I think we did a great job, but I'm like sometimes I just
we
talk
did,
about
yeah.
random stuff. And I'm like, oh,
Oh
I,
no,
I
and
talked about myself a lot, which like is boring.
I don't mind at all. And like I feel like people in chat, like you guys probably don't mind at all either.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, people in chat are here to see you.
Yeah.
I'm just an extra to keep things going.
Yeah. But you're like a really
You know what
important
I mean?
extra. You're like this is like a co-host type situation, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the more you do these podcasts, the more you'll learn how you want to handle them. That's true, Cyber. That's true. I
Exactly.
appreciate the homies that are here from day one. Like, we're
Oh
watching you,
yeah.
even though it's kind of bad, And like, I think you're right about the editing. I should probably do some editing. But Dawn
It would
offered
be
to do
cool.
it. Dawn offered to do some editing, but I just like feel bad, like asking someone else to do it. It's like I can't. I can pay you in friendship.
Dawn would appreciate it though. Like Dawn's a great guy.
Yeah.
So
I bought your hat. This is my payment to contribute. Ask people to come up with questions. Yeah. Ooh, you're right. To use social media like that. That's a good idea.
yes. Good idea.
Also, I want to have Grunky on the podcast eventually. He is a new parent. So I feel like
Congrats.
right. So I feel like that would be a really interesting perspective to have because I'm very like childless and a heathen. So it's nice to like talk to people that are like responsible and doing cool stuff. So,
Yeah. No, yeah.
hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
I guess so. The title of the episode is "Poor College Student is Still Poor." Um, how do we haven't really talked about like the salaries and stuff. So, what's
That's true. We
like,
kind of just talked about interest.
yeah, what kind of like financial security do you think like your dream job could offer you? Or do you have any clue?
Well, based after the number I gave you this morning,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, I I could probably go camping and I could probably like do anything I wanted to.
Wait,
So like
really?
right now, yeah, probably because like I don't want to do a lot, but the things I do want to do are pretty much like free, but it's hard to get kind of what I want to do. So it's hard to say without examples, but like just for example, like I want to climb the biggest mountain in my province.
Yes.
I wanted to do it before I left the province, which now it seems like I'm never leaving, but that's a different story. Um, and so it costs $30 to enter the park because it's on a provincial park,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's about a 3.5 hour drive from where I am. So gas is at an all-time high. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's like in Canada or in the US, but yeah. And
Ridiculous.
so ridiculous. Like who huh? All right. Anyways, but yeah, and so right now like I'm like I'm comfortably living, but I can't do anything extra right now. So I can't convince my partner to be like, "Hey, let's drive 8 hours or 7 hours to go to a mountain and then come back. Or we
Yeah.
could spend the night, which is $30 again a day. So it's...
I think you should try to convince him. Just be like,
I tried to.
this is for science.
For science. I tried to, but it didn't really work. And then I tried to convince him because we're going up there in the next coming weeks for another wedding. Congrats to everyone getting married, but
I guess
at the same time, I
if
don't
you're
want to
into
go to your
that.
wedding.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why don't we just go and then go do the mountain? He's not for it, but I know it'll come in due time.
Wait, why is he not for it?
Well, we have an SUV as well, and there's a lot of stuff wrong with the SUV. And he also deals... I am the most non-responsible adult that there is out there. He takes care of all the finances. He takes care of all the bills. I'm just here, really.
Yeah.
And so he also takes care of our vehicle. And I don't know what it's like in the United States, but in in New Brunswick especially, you have to get your vehicle inspected every 2 years, and then if it doesn't pass inspection, it needs to be trashed. So ours is coming to the point now where it's like it's not going to pass inspection, and he doesn't want to put any more money into it. We've already dumped like $5,000 in it. We had 2 motor swaps and other stuff that I don't really understand. So he's really like stressed out that the vehicle won't be able to make it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
tell him to buy you a Jeep. You need a Jeep so you can go exploring in the wilderness.
You know what's funny? We were actually looking at a Jeep, like a Jeep SUV, not really like a Jeep. Yeah. So
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't just need to even buy it though. That's the thing.
You just need a big vehicle so people get out of your way, so you don't have to worry about hitting pedestrians, and you'll be good. You just like...
True.
I could totally see you. I would love to see you like go out in the wilderness and like make content of you like doing that stuff. Like I would love to see that. That would be so cool.
Oh my god, it's so wild because actually there's a couple people in my chat that were saying that too, and I was like, friends, I don't have a good phone. Like,
do it. Okay, so we need to start a Ash in the Wilderness content fund. We need to start that. The GoFundMe. Okay, but really, that'd be so cool. So what like supplies would you need? So like say you're gonna go out and you say you want to climb the tallest mountain in your province, right? Okay. What tools do you need?
Nothing. I have everything already.
Okay, so like what are they?
Oh, so I have like a hiking book bag. I actually don't... And honestly, I have hiking boots, and that's all you really need. Like it's not like well. Whenever I say the tallest mountain, please, friends, I'm not referring to Everest by any means. It's not that big at all. It's a simple, like, up and down maybe in 6 hours. But no, yeah, like I have everything. It's just essentially like the travel to get there. And then to pay the entrance is just kind of... Yeah. Oh, and then I guess, like, if you, like, think about it, there's, like, food and...
Yeah, I was like, I don't think hiking boots are just it. Like, I think, you know... I think you might need a lot more, like, food and water. And first aid and stuff like that. But I really think you should do that. Okay, so during the hike, would you do anything, like, related to your, like, field, or are you just kind of doing it for the experience?
I kind of want to do it for the experience. This is gonna sound very weird, but I used to work with this girl, and then she said, she's like, I climbed this mountain, and she's like, I had an enlightening experience up at the top, and it's making me change who I am and the way that I'm living.
Yes.
And so I kind of want to see that for myself as well. Like I think I've climbed at least like 6 mountains here.
That's so cool.
She said like just that one made her like enlightened. I don't know.
Yeah. I can imagine that's a life-changing experience. That's really cool. I 100% support. I need you to do this, and I need you to film some of it, because you will never catch me climbing up a mountain. Oh, really? I will not. I can't. I mean, I could. I'm gonna complain the whole time. I'm gonna complain.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like,
I
how do you
made
know? Like, bring enough bug spray, sunscreen. Look how pale you are. How are you gonna have the supplies? How are you gonna carry them?
You should see the size of my bag though. Like it's huge. So it's fine.
Oh, obsessed with the talk show vibes. This is a slay. Thank you. See, look, already we have somebody that wants to donate to your Climb a Mountain Fund, Ash.
Oh, please,
So,
please no, friend. Please no.
like $30 to get in, that's like nothing. Like, come on. And then, okay, the biggest obstacle is the Jeep, okay? We gotta get you a Jeep. And we gotta get you comfortable enough to have a driver's license so you can explore the world and give people, like, environmental advice. That's what we need. Maybe it is more like a talk show than a podcast. Wait, is this a talk show? I'm still trying to figure it out.
What is the difference between a talk show and a podcast?
Miss Ellen, stop.
Oh.
What is the difference? I feel like, I guess this is kind of more talk show vibes because I feel like a podcast is, what's the difference?
Googling it.
Yeah. Also, Ash, I love that you Google everything. Like, because same.
I like to learn though.
Yeah.
I like to learn.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, oh, I don't know. I guess I'll just be ignorant for the rest of my life. Oh
one difference between radio shows that have. Oh wait, no, that's not what I'm. Don't listen to me.
Talk show minus the show. Okay, that's fair.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my god, not my
Most
stomach
talk
growling.
shows have. Oh, eat some crumble cookies.
You already know what's up.
I do, yeah. Most talk shows have historically been live, such that audience can call in if it's on the radio, or respond as members of the audience by applauding and asking questions, etc. So I guess it would be like a talk show, except for no one's getting gifts though, like
Dude,
Oprah.
Crumble, please sponsor me. Even though you're a Mormon corporation and probably hate gay people, please sponsor me. I don't know. We looked it up.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop the crumble jokes now, because...
I know. Well, like, we don't know, because, so you're looking it up. I'm like, is Crumble, like, a Chick-fil-A type situation? Because, you know, Chick-fil-A is, like, on their shit, right? And I was, like, thinking about Crumble, I'm like, oh, wait. And I looked at their website during Pride Month, and I didn't see any, like, rainbows, so immediately I was like, oh, God.
No.
Yeah.
I know that sounded sarcastic, but it isn't.
So, I think the founders are Mormon, I think. That's what somebody told me, they researched it.
That's interesting. I'm, like, looking into it. It's two cousins that made it. So, good job, Jason and Sawyer. I guess.
So good.
Is it?
This
What
cookie's
kind?
so good.
I didn't see it.
It's just a chocolate chip one.
Oh.
But then I have...
God, it's so thick! Look at it!
Look up. This one,
that's so
I
good.
kind of messed it up because I hit the top of the thing. And then look at this, babe. Look at this absolute beauty.
I'm looking. Oh, damn.
Right?
Can I get some ASMR for that?
Somebody commented on one of my YouTube videos and was like, mansplaining. Yeah, I made them private though because I was embarrassed.
Oh.
I know. They're like mansplaining what ASMR is and how I should do it, and I'm just like, why would you comment on that? Like on this? Like this is literally one of my old Twitch streams.
What do you mean? It was me.
Oh my god.
If you guys ever see me in the ASMR tag on Twitch, you didn't see me.
Mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business.
Wait, Crumble, the closest Crumble to you is an hour away? That's tragic.
I think mine's probably like 4 hours. You know, just Canadian things.
Yeah, what is even in your area? Like, what is where you grew up look like?
Oh, where I grew up? So we had 3 beaches. We had 2 high schools. One for English, one for French. We had a Tim Hortons. We had 2 gas stations, 2 ice cream places, a bunch of banks, and at least 5 bars.
Wow.
It was a pulp and paper mill town, so it went through the big boom and bust. So by the time I left, like the 5 bars stayed, the other stuff kind of dwindled away.
Wow. So like really small, small town vibes.
Oh yeah. We didn't have a mall. We didn't have a McDonald's. Didn't have a Dairy Queen.
Wow.
Is Dairy Queen Canadian or American?
Yeah.
Okay. And then like the only like big thing we had that you would probably even know about is Tim Hortons.
Okay.
Because Tim Hortons is everywhere. But yeah.
What is Tim Hortons?
What is Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You look so
shop.
taken back by that question. You're like, what?
Yeah, it's such a Canadian stereotype that everyone's like, oh, I gotta get my Timmies in the morning, gotta get that double. But Tim Hortons is a Canadian coffee shop. They're starting to branch out into like cafe things, so now you can get like sandwiches and soup and bagels. It's really good. There's a rumor going around that they put cocaine in the coffee to make it addictive.
I love that. Oh my god.
We're all addicted.
Dude, that's what I think about Starbucks. Like, I feel like Starbucks is the American Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, probably.
But like, I was thinking about, I really do think they put some kind of drugs in the coffee because like, literally, when I smell Starbucks coffee, I have a visceral reaction to it. I'm like, oh my god, I have to have. It's like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's true. Like sometimes when I went to the mall, like it was like I could like smell like the cake pops and I could smell like the coffee and stuff from Starbucks, and I'm like, kind of need that.
Starbies. Yeah, I don't know anything about Canadian stereotypes either. It's so fun to learn.
Oh, all right. I got a lot.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, so for one, obviously we talk about the weather every day. It's always like, hey bud, she's storming out, eh? And it's going. Tim Hortons is obviously another one. There's a joke that if you drive through Canada, it's tree, Tim Hortons, tree, Tim Hortons.
Love that.
Everybody owns a pet polar bear. That one's kind of old, but we got our first VCR in 2000. Internet just got added in the recent years.
Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm joking. I'm saying all the stereotypes.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, Canada history lesson. I'll be honest, I forget Canada's a country.
I love it. I love it so much. Oh my god. But anyways, no, yeah, that's a couple to name it. Oh yeah, everybody has bad teeth because we like they're all fake because of hockey. That's
hockey?
One.
What about maple syrup?
That's in our blood, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We do have a lot of maple syrup.
Cyber, wait, Canada's a country?
Oh my god. Oh, yep. Canada's a country. It's located on top of the United States. We have most of the fresh water. I don't know. I think we're like the 3rd biggest country. But
really?
I think so. I know Russia's first, so maybe it's 2nd even. I didn't realize I'd be talking about Canada today.
Yeah. We gotta learn. I don't know anything about anything, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I was a very sheltered child.
The 2nd biggest country.
The 2nd one?
Russia, Canada, China, United States.
Cyber, are you trolling right now?
Thought that Canada was the worst. Oh my god. Yep, that's us.
That's North America.
Yeah, North America.
Okay, yeah. Cyber's from Sweden. So that's cool.
I think that's so cool. That's so cool. That's one of the things I love about Twitch is that like you get to meet a bunch of people that like are from different areas.
It's amazing. Not that alpha countries looking down on us.
And
That's hilarious. Okay. Wait, so what's like the biggest part of Canada? Like biggest
Quebec
area?
Quebec is the biggest province.
Okay.
It is... that's a good question. Where would on... It's in Eastern Standard Time Zone, so whatever's in that loop is what. I'm trying to find out what state it's on top of. It's on top of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, a little bit of New York.
Okay.
It's French, very French.
Okay. Yeah, I just have so many questions about Canada. Isn't weed legal there?
Yeah,
Hasn't it like always been legal there?
So weed has had a very rough time. You could technically still kind of get away with it a little bit. It wasn't like automatic jail. But with the changing of prime ministers, weed is now legal for everyone. It used to just be if you had a prescription, you could stuff like that. But now, like, it's everyone can buy it, which is
That's
great.
pretty cool.
But the weed sucks. So,
how does the weed suck? New Hampshire.
Is that what I said? Is that New Hampshire? New Hampshire. Is that American?
I love the way Ash says things. Like, say Mario Kart.
Oh my fucking god. Hey friends. Hey friends, would you like to race me in a game of Mario Kart?
Amazing.
Mario Kart?
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the weed sucks because it's so dry. Like you break it up and it just like whoosh, like it's like dust. And it doesn't hit well. Like I find that I don't know what they're doing, but it's almost like there's not enough like THC in it, like to make it have like a strong potency.
That's interesting. So everything's like locally grown. Also, everyone go follow Ash right now. I'm gonna give her a shout out.
Thank you so much.
If you want to listen to her, be Canadian, and we'll listen.
Yes, so we actually have a lot of growing facilities around here. There's so many. Right?
There's such good weed. Like from California, dude. The weed's insane.
Yeah, and like, but so here's the thing is that an independent person, so like like me, for example, I couldn't grow weed and sell it, but I can grow weed and I can smoke it and whatnot. But Aboriginal people who originally owned this land and we took them from them, let's be real. They can grow weed and they can sell it. And that shit is so good. But it's like the government fucked up and they don't understand. It's all machines. Like it's not like their trimmers are machines. Like they hire people just to like essentially like bag it essentially.
Really?
But then like yeah, it's because actually my partner, he applied for one and then it was for a trimmer and they just asked him about machines and stuff and he was like, am I not gonna trim it or anything? And they were like, no.
Her panels are so cute. Wait, let me look.
Thank you.
Not everyone admiring how amazing you are.
I'd
love to see it. Okay, is it gonna play? Mute. Okay, here we go. I think I heard myself anyway. Now I gotta look. Oh my god, yes, they're very like vaporwave kitty cat. We love.
Thank you.
Love to see it. Yeah. What kind of stuff do you stream? let us hear about your streaming life, Ash.
I am a variety content creator. I stream a lot of games. Right now, Legend of Zelda is in a chokehold, so I play a lot of Breath of the Wild. But I kind of like to have a random game in there that's a little bit different. Because like streaming the same thing constantly is such a monotonous thing to do.
Yeah.
And like you've had Animal Crossing burnout and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's very real.
So like this week I did What Remains of Edith Finch. Last week I did Road 96. It was just kind of like a fun game that was a little bit in the middle. I do a lot of suggestions that my friends in the community will recommend. So some of them are a bit wild and I appreciate you all, but I don't know when I'm doing an only can stream, so please stop asking me.
Not the only cans. Wait, I still have this one game that you told me to download. Or wait, maybe that was Kit Leaf Blower Revolution. What did you tell me to download, Ash? I'm trying to think. You gave me like some ideas. I think it was the only cans thing that you told me to get.
I did. Yeah.
And
yeah,
then
I did.
let me see. Swiss, another streamer friend, she's been playing like a car wash simulator or something, like pressure washing simulator.
Power wash simulator.
Yes, power wash
It's
simulator. What is that like?
It's addicting. A lot of those sim games are just absolutely wild. I got addicted to House Flipper for a week.
House flipper. Ooh. Wait, what question, Grunky? Which one do you mean? I have no clue.
I'm trying to. Yeah, what was your question? Did it disappear?
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Did I miss it? That's a possibility. Also, somebody followed me earlier, and I'm so sorry I didn't say thank you. I can't pronounce your name. A Muggy Lizzie. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna call you Lizzie. Lizzie, thanks. You a real one for that. Yeah, it's really hard to like. Oh, it was a joke. Okay. Wait, what else was I gonna ask? Okay, so I know you said you'd never take advantage of the free healthcare system, but what's it like? Do you know?
So I did once, and I will be completely honest with you. I did once.
Transparent. Yeah.
You can call CPS if you want on this incident. Both of my ears were clogged. I couldn't hear out of any of them. It's because I kept falling asleep with my headphones in, so just all this earwax and stuff got in my ears. And I was 15 at the time.
Okay.
Usually you need an adult if you're going into like the hospital or anything over 16. And so I asked my mom, and she was like, "No, I'm not bringing you. Like, just deal with it, child." And I was like, "Huh? I can't hear you. What?"
Ooh.
But anyways, so I ended up like enough was enough. Like it was starting to hurt, and like everyone sounded like they were like 10 octaves lower, and I was like, "This is not normal." So I went to the hospital, and I was literally in and out in a half an hour.
Wow.
And free. The only thing I had to pay for was I needed to pay for antibiotics because I guess I had an ear infection.
Okay.
And sorry, I guess I have another time as well too. I got bit by a cat once, like right on the face. I know it sounds funny, but it like swelled up. And yeah, I was in and out 15 minutes, and I just had to pay for antibiotics.
So that's interesting. So like the services are free, but is that normal? Like you have to pay for medicine and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how do they do it? How is it profitable? How do they figure it out?
Yeah, but like if I was just going in for like a checkup, like I don't know, like let's say I have a bump on my shoulder or something, I call in, I just say like, "Hi, my doctor, blah blah blah. Can we check this out?" They say, "Yep." I go in, do whatever, and I just leave. And then if I need a follow-up, but it's all free.
Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of people in America that are like hesitant about like socialized healthcare, they're always like, "I don't want to be in the doctor's office for 5 hours. My insurance is gonna be worse," or like their level of care is gonna like go down if everyone has healthcare. It's just like, no, it would just be, it's like universal. Like everyone has the same healthcare. Like what is the issue here?
Oh yeah, but I will say though that depending on where you are, your healthcare will change. If you are in Ontario, you'll get better healthcare, you'll get quicker response times and all that. If you live in like a rural place, your response time goes down, the amount of care you get does go down. I am very lucky because I am in a very big city. But in like my hometown, there is no hospital anymore. It didn't have enough clientele coming in and out, so they turned it into an outpatient. So let's say if you're having a heart attack, you have to drive 1.5 hours to get someone to look at you. But they shoot you with nitro right away, though.
Okay,
but,
I was like,
still,
that sounds dangerous.
Yeah. It is super dangerous, but.
Do you have to pay for do you guys have ambulances that like come get you? Do you have to pay for that?
$75.
75? That's it?
Yeah. How much is it in the States?
Thousands of dollars.
Oh,
Like, people will literally be dying and they're like, I can't afford to take an ambulance. I'm gonna drive. Yeah. It's like that.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also, let me know, how long can you stay? I feel like I've been asking you less.
I was just about to say, I actually have another call I have to go do in a couple
Yeah, no
minutes.
worries.
But yeah. Are you staying on?
I'll probably end like this stream and start a new one.
Okay, yeah.
Probably kind of thing. That way it's like one VOD or whatever, but
Ooh, that's
thank
a
you
clever
so
idea.
much for like
Yeah.
coming on here and like sharing so much like about your education, everything. It's awesome. And then just like giving us a lesson in Canada. That was really cool.
Oh yeah. No problems at all. I don't mind at all. I will say though that Canada is not as cracked up as everyone thinks it is. We do have like an underbelly that's really rough and all that. So like don't praise us by any means, but you know, we are doing some right things, but we're also doing some wrong things. But
yeah. Don't even get me started on the EpiPens, honestly, or insulin.
Oh yeah, I heard stories about that. That's so wild.
Right.
We also have to pay for insulin.
Really?
But it's like $500.
Like for like a lifetime supply? Really?
I wish. I think my boyfriend's father, I think he would get like 5 months worth, so like it's $100 a month.
Okay, I guess that's affordable. Anyway, okay, sorry to keep you. We're
But
like picking your brain about healthcare.
No. I don't mind at all. But anyways, thank you so much for having me on.
Of course.
I really appreciate it. I know that this topic wasn't like as interesting as like Jenny's was, and like huge shout out to Jenny for being like the first one.
Yeah.
And everything. Just wait. I'm being nice here. Anyways, but yeah, I do really appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone for coming into chat. I really do appreciate it. Like, thank you guys so much. I was fucking nervous as shit to come on, and you know, just you, Neon Midnight. Fuck, I'll get it right eventually.
No, it's fine.
Will, like, you made it 10 times easier to like talk about these things. Like, I grew up poor. I'm probably always gonna be poor for the rest of my life.
Gang.
And like, you know, so it was kind of like scared to talk about. I was kind of scared to talk about it, but I don't know. Just you being so like everywhere was just super great about it all.
Okay, that makes me gang, honestly. Okay,
yeah,
well, I'm so glad.
Let's go.
And I think your topic is really interesting. Like, I learned a lot of stuff, so give yourself some credit.
Thank you so much.
The environment matters, people. It matters. Ash is doing important work.
If there's one thing you could take away from all of this, it is that the environment is Oh, hi.
Not the lights flashing.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. But if there's one thing that you can take away from all of this, is that the environment is super important.
Yeah. Everyone go follow Ash, the kid in town, on Twitch.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. Okay.
Thank you so much, and I guess I will see you when I see you at a time or a place.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.